everybody. It's time for today's first guest. Now, she's a broadcaster and she comes from Hyannis. You've heard her on The Cheap Seats. Please welcome to the show, Kat Wilson. Welcome, and we're here to talk about The Cheap Seats. Now, Kat, you love local music just like we do here in New England. You've been promoting these artists for years. Let's tell people what The Cheap Seats is all about.
Well, The Cheap Seats is a radio show on commercial radio about independent bands and musicians from all over New England. We've been around since 96, 97, and I just love music. I'm a music geek. And God knows I am never going to be a musician myself. Nobody wants to hear me sing. You'd run screaming from the room. My dog leaves the room when I start singing in the morning in the shower. Honest. And so this is my way to be involved in the music community and actually help some of the little guys out.
Yeah, you can hear the show Sunday nights on Cool 102. What time is it on Eastern Time?
6 to 8.
And people can stream it on the internet too, right?
They can stream it online from my website, thecheapseats.net, and then all of the shows are archived. So going back at least 5 months, you can go to my website and just click on a show and have a listen.
It's an awesome show, and I want to thank you. You did have me down on the show a few weeks ago. I went with my wife, and we sat in there, and you played all the songs from season 4 of the musical guest that we had. How about it, folks? They're on the radio. But when we were down there, we saw that you were also involved with this organization, which is Cape Cod Cares for the Troops. And what's that all about?
Cape Cod Cares for the Troops started out as a homeschool project for a teenager down on the Cape, where he began sending care packages to the troops overseas. And it just kind of mushroomed and ballooned, and now he's got an event on Memorial Day weekend called Troops in the Spotlight, which is where I first got involved with him. And various members of the armed forces will stand at attention under a spotlight in 1-hour shifts for 24 hours straight, reminding people that there are soldiers all over the country away from their families right now. And they invite people to come by, send a postcard, send a video message, drop off an item for a care package. And it's just, it's an opportunity for people to remember what Memorial Day is really about.
How about this, everybody? Now, that was a fairly serious subject, and we love the work you do with local music down in Cape Cod. And the footprint there off the radio station is pretty big, because we heard it in Foxborough, too.
Oh, yeah.
But you also have done some fun things, and I wanted to talk first about this. Now, Phil, we're going to have to get a close-up shot of her here on JB's camera. You were one of the runner-ups to be on David Letterman's show. It was a stupid human trick.
Yes.
Now, before we get into the person who beat you that time to get on the show, let's show everybody. Oh, first of all, tell us what it is and show us what it is.
All right. They called it nose push-ups. I'm not quite sure how else to describe it. They called me back 2, 3, 4 times, left me in a hallway waiting, and finally, after I had done this thing half a dozen or more times, said, "We have no idea what to do with this. We're sending you home." So, are you ready?
Let's do it. Here it is.
Are you guys ready?
Yeah. Now, what's even funnier about this is years later, you're on the radio, and your co-DJ, you find out that he beat you and got on Letterman. What was his trick?
He got folded up in a couch. He's a 6'8" guy that got folded up in a couch, beat me for nose push-ups.
Another thing that's really cool is that you are a Demolition Derby champion on Cape Cod.
Yes.
How about this, everybody? So you were basically driving around, smashing into other people. How did you get into this?
Well, it started out as a radio promotion, and somebody said, "You can't do it. You're too small. You're going to get hurt." And I said, "Okay, sign me up." And I competed 5, 6 years, and in 2009, won. I mean, basically, It's everything you want to do in a mall parking lot at Christmas, but it's legal.
That's cool. I know you also work with the Harley-Davidson
Yep.
Corporation now.
Yep.
What are you doing with them?
I handle marketing for the Cape Cod dealership down in Pecasset. I, because of that, got my license, ride a Harley, to go out and have fun.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. You have won a New England Music Award and some other awards locally. What are they?
The New England Music Award, I've won a Limelight Magazine Music Award for being a DJ most supportive of local music. And in the late 90s, I also won a Massachusetts Broadcasters Association Award for an ongoing music program.
In 4 years, we've only won one award twice. It was for Best Website. That was it. Yeah. Yeah. One of these days we'll get the Emmy. Kat, I want to say, thank you so much for the work you're doing on behalf of local musicians. You are to the radio what we are to television. It's a really great show. Thank you for having us on it. Let's tell people once again, if they want to find you online, it's thecheapseats.net.
Yes.
And they can get your shows, stream them, and
Yep.
find out all kinds of information.
And how to submit and everything else. And on behalf of bands, thank you for the work that you do.
Well, thank you so much. We're thanking each other. Well, we hope to see you again. Good luck with the show. Ladies and gentlemen, Kat Wilson. Okay. We'll be right back. Right after.